Hey, beautiful you. Are you looking to do a detox? So, what's really beneficial about doing detoxes is that it allows your body to clean out some old things that you have going on in your system. And you can do this in many different ways. You can do intermittent fasting. I'm sure you've heard of it, and I'll shoot out another video about that in a little bit. And you can eat, different things and sort of move through your detox process that way. But let's start with number one, why you should do a detox, right? So as we, grow older and use our bodies in all kinds of different ways, all kinds of toxins collect in our bodies, and also metals and things like that, plastics, things that are not so good for you, and they kind of accumulate in your body. And when they do, what happens is that your systems have to deal with all those things. So instead of kind of focusing on recharging and regenerating and keeping your body healthy, your body also has to focus on eliminating all of these toxins that are continually entering in your body through your water, through the air, through what you're eating and what you're wearing, and so on and so forth. I was thinking makeup, shampoo, all the products that we use have some kind of toxicity level to it. So it's very recommended to, at some point, do some intermittent fastings perhaps, or other ways of doing it. Drinking a lot of water is good also. The one that I want to talk about today is something that I actually started yesterday, which I also tried last year. So last year I bought this book called The Medical Medium by, and I wrote this down, Anthony Williams. And it's a really great book. He writes about all these different diseases and so on, and how your body fundamentally really just wants to heal. It wants to be healthy. So if you give it the time and, the kind of gap between everything that you're entering into the body, your body will take care of that itself. And if you kind of have this small problem in your body, let's say you have ache or you have some kind of inflammation in your body, then that's just a beginning sign that your body is trying really hard to detox you, but you maybe not giving it enough time. So what I'm going to do is follow his program that's in the end of the book. It's like a 28 detox program, which I mentioned I also did last year. It's really great. It focuses on you drinking a lot of fluids and eating a lot of fruit and vegetables. So you're basically cutting out everything else. You're doing things raw. And so the way that it goes is that you start in the morning by drinking, some lemon juice, and then you go on to drinking celery juice. And then after that, you might be moving on to like a kind of a detox smoothie of some kind. And then throughout the day, there are different salads and different examples that he gives you that you can use. And the key is for you not to be hungry. So it's like you're not going to go on any kind of starving diet. I've done that too, like the juice fastings or things like that where you're constantly hungry, or the water fastings, right? But this is like you're supposed to eat. So if you're hungry, you eat a banana. If you're hungry, you make a smoothie. If you're hungry, you nibble on some dried raisins, right? Something like that. So last time I did it, I never experienced that I was hungry. It was actually a really wonderful feeling. And to tie back into other things that I've tried. So for example, I've done like the juice and tea fasting. I've done the water fasting and things like that. And what ends up happening with that is that you are allowing your body space to heal because you're only entering certain things into your body. So let's say you're only entering water and, whatever else that you want to. I did honey and some things like that for 10 days. What happens then is on day 3 and 4, it's really hard for you to do, number one, because, your body is like, I want food. And you're also kind of constantly hungry during those first days. But then when you get towards the end, you're not hungry at all and you feel really great. But what I experienced differently with this one is that from day 1, I felt like I was not just allowing my body space to clear, but I was at the same time infusing it with vitamins and minerals and energy. And so it was like this beautiful process where things were being cleared out, but you're also putting things in, which is what you want, right? You don't want to just kind of deplete yourself. You want to also put in the good stuff, let's say, right? So it might sound hard, like how am I going to live on, you know, just fruits and berries and vegetables and liquids essentially, and no gluten, no dairy, no meat, no nothing else, no processed nothing, right? And it might seem like, how am I going to do that? How is that going to work out for me? But I promise you it will. And you might actually really, really like it. So I ended up like spending a lot of time making a really big salad, for example, you know, once during the day, so that I could maybe have it a little bit later on too. And I would get like a little crazy with my salads. I would like, you know, put all kinds of fruits in there, all kinds of nuts, all kinds of dried stuff, and you know, put olive oil you can put on, salt you can put on, honey you can put on. And I would go a little nuts with that, which was really great. And I would also go nuts with my smoothies. I would make, like, he has a detox smoothie where you put in like banana, blueberries, oranges, some spirulina and other really great things in there. So that kind of also kickstarts your detox. So your body starts to really detox. So what happened last year? Well, number one, I felt really amazing. I felt my body was, I mean, I just felt so amazing inside of my body. And I experienced this incredible clarity in my thoughts. So my mind was like clear and very not anxious, like very calculated, very like not triggered. Like, you know how sometimes, and I think if you never tried it, you don't kind of see the difference between what you eat and how your emotions feel or how your brain feels. But when you do something like this, you totally notice the difference of like, wow, my mind is clear. It's kind of spacey in there. It's open. There's not all this incessant thinking. Like it's just kind of calm. And the same thing goes for your emotional system and also your whole body system. Like your stomach is kind of calm and happy. All your systems are just kind of chugging on, and they're cleaning out your liver. They're doing all these wonderful things to you. And quite honestly, you feel like body, mind, soul, you feel really amazing. Really, really amazing. So again, if you want to check it out, Medical Medium by Anthony Williams. He has written a ton of different books too. I think he even has like detox books, but in this book, it really focuses on all the different diseases. I think this was his very first book that he wrote. All the different diseases, what you can do about them, and how to do this detox. So there's a lot of resources in this book. I'm not promoting the book or anything. I'm just saying that's what you can do. And you could totally do this detox without the book at all. You just kind of do the water, the celery juice, what do I say, some kind of smoothie, and lots of salads and berries and things like that, and just know what to stay away from. And then you might say, okay, so I'm going to this birthday party, what can I do? So last year it ended up being like graduation for my kids and stuff. Okay, so I went there and I had like, you know, one slice of something, you know, a cake or something like that. And that was, my system was like, okay, no problem. Just straight down. Like it still kept on chugging, really still felt amazing. So I would say, you know, if you have things going on, then say, okay, for this one day I will do X. But the idea is to really try to get this time for your body to an extended time where it can really work on you. So think about it. You take your car for a tune-up all the time. So why shouldn't you take your body for a tune-up, essentially, right? This is what this is all about. I wish you all the best luck and everything, and I'll keep you posted on how it goes for me and how maybe you'll notice me becoming very clear in these videos. Lots of love. Namaste.